let's make lemonade. Let's go to work.
That's the signal. Go, 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 go.
Six.
It's beautiful.
Mother Nature just pissed her pants, dude.
Wake up and hit the ground running. It's The Rush, presented by Willis Auto, with Travis Justice and Ross Peterson bringing you raw, unfiltered, and unapologetic talk about sports, life, and everything else that matters. No filtered, no fluff, just The Rush.
Good Friday, everybody. Welcome to the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive. Good to have you along. Of course, make sure to check out Land Rover of Des Moines at Willis. Up to $5,000 off remaining 2025 models with fresh Land Rover inventory arriving weekly. Start your buying journey at willisauto.com. If you're listening on the audio stream at therushradio.com, the Rush Radio Android app, and the TuneIn app, thank you so much. Watch it on YouTube. Got a lot of YouTube watchers already this morning. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Give this video a like. Leave your comments in the comments section. The phone line is open at 515-517-2303. And, of course, follow us on our social media channels. Hello, Ross Peterson. That was my Barry White. There's my Barry White sound effect.
It's still there. It's still there. It's coming. Ooh,
yeah.
It's getting there. We'll see.
It just seems like a little gargle in the back of the throat now.
Yeah, that's what it is, a gargle.
I woke up about 3:45 this morning and I took a swallow. I'm like, I've got Ross. I've got Ross. You know, it was like hurt, but then it went away.
Good.
I like willed it away. I said, I started meditating. I said, don't be like Ross. Don't be like Ross. Don't be like Ross.
Same mantra I wake up with every morning. I try that every morning. I wake up, I go, don't be like Ross. Don't be like Ross. Don't be like Ross. And I look in the mirror, I go, shit.
Yeah, but you look great. You look great.
That. Dude, you just said a word I haven't heard in a long time. What happened to gargling? Do people still gargle?
Oh, I do.
That's the thing.
Like when I get a sore throat, I'll still gargle salt water. I don't know if
that's what I should do.
I don't know if that's an old wives' tale or if that was. But I remember when I was growing up, Mom would say, "Gargle some salt water."
Yeah, I remember gargling when I was a kid. Like, what is that? Well, fill your mouth with liquid and then pretend you're drowning.
Waterboard yourself, basically, is what we're asking you to do.
We're going to waterboard the disease out of you. I hadn't thought about gargling in a long time. You said that word, and it was like, oh, yeah, I remember gargling. It was like skipping. What happened to skipping?
It was because I don't know if you still use mouthwash or not. I'm not a mouthwash user.
Every once in a while, there's some in the house. The kids use it. I have an Oral-B, so I brush my teeth pretty good.
Yeah. But I remember I would gargle the mouthwash. I wouldn't go like that. I would
waterboard yourself. What a great way to put it.
I hope nobody got offended by the word, the use of the term.
It's all right. It's all right. And Bonnie got fired. Everything's going to be good now, dude.
What are things we did when we were younger that gargling is one of them, right? And my wife gets so pissed at me because Sutton, who turned 8 months old, Sutton is 8 months old. She was 8 months yesterday. She's teething now. Okay, she's teething. I'm like, Abby, get some whiskey and rub it on the gums. You can't do that. That's just numbs it up. Did you? I know for a fact my mom and dad rubbed whiskey on my gums.
I wouldn't be surprised at all if my mom and dad did that. I don't know for sure if they did. I'll ask Dad today if he remembers doing that. What else were things from when we were kids? Jumping rope? When was the last time you jumped rope?
Oh my God. Probably about 2008, 2009. That was the first time I lost a lot of weight. And for some reason, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go out. I'm just going to jump rope every day.
Good on you, dude.
But do you remember, and I don't know if they still do this in elementary school, remember the jump rope for life? Every year you would have like a competition. It was like for the American Heart Association. You don't remember that. Maybe that's...
Jump rope for life?
Yeah, jump rope for life.
We're starting off today with much healthier Google searches than yesterday.
Yes.
Jump rope for life. Jump rope for heart. Is that what it was, Travis?
That might have been it. I always thought it was jump rope for light because this would have been when I was in elementary school. So we're talking 70s and early 80s, right?
It was probably the rural Iowa knockoff.
Might have been.
I'd never heard of jump rope for heart.
But it was like a fundraiser where they always milked elementary kids into raising money for stuff. It was like, let's use the kids.
Remember when we talked about the yo-yo thing?
Yeah.
The yo-yo, it turned out yo-yo was just a fundraiser that we didn't know about. A popular school-based program promoting physical activity and heart health while raising funds for cardiovascular research and community education.
Yes.
Oh, shit.
So we would go out and raise all this money.
And the CEO of a nonprofit would buy a house in Barbados.
And, we'd go door to door and say, hey, I'm going to jump rope this long, or I'm going to do this much jump roping.
That's how it worked?
Yeah, and then you would take their $20 or their $25, and then you'd really want to take it, but you'd hand it over to the school, and you never saw. And then you're like, okay, I'm jumping rope, thinking you're helping somebody. Maybe I did. Now, when I was a kid, I was a door-to-door salesman. Do you remember this? I don't think they do this.
Just stop for 1 second. Stop for 1 second, okay? Nancy Brown, the CEO of the American Heart Association, which runs the Jump Rope for Heart Kids Heart Challenge programs, gets $4.1 million per year.
$4.1 million to run
kids.
The American Heart Association?
Good job, kids. Go to your neighbors and get $20.
But
go to your neighbors. Go milk your neighbors.
Mrs. Johnson, I'm gonna jump rope for heart.
We're gonna save people's lives. How are you gonna do that, Travis? Well, we're gonna give this lady $4 million. We're all trying to raise money to make sure that her salary gets covered. The CEO of a nonprofit makes $4.1 to $4.5 million in recent years.
So the jump rope for heart is still around? Is it still around?
Yes. It says the Nancy Brown, the CEO of the American Heart Association, which runs the Jump Rope for Heart / Kids Heart Challenge program, makes $4.1 to $4.5 million per year. And think about what I think
she's got a good heart.
The fucking scams that we live around, folks. Think about that. They had us go to our neighbors and get $10 a piece and told them all, hey, I'm going to jump rope. Look how cool I am and healthy I am. And in the back room at your local elementary school, they were going, ching, 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 ching.
Close the door. We're counting the money.
Close the door. Get the money in here and close the damn door.
Yeah, you got your bag? Okay, leave.
How about teninkling, Travis? If I just say teninkling.
I have no idea what teninkling is.
You don't. I saw somebody post this in here. Saw somebody post teninkling. It was Bus. Teninkling with bamboo poles.
Oh, so that was. Yes. Okay, I remember that.
And then somebody would stand in the middle and they'd basically do the icky shuffle.
Yeah.
The person in the middle, if you don't remember what the icky shuffle was from the Cincinnati Bengals, Icky Woods, every time he scored a touchdown, he would do this little.
We did that, but I don't remember call it teninkling.
Yeah, I do. I remember. And it would always be this major, massive cultural appropriation thing that would happen. It'd be a group of white dudes that would show up in Komodos. The Asian art of teninkling. What is this? Well, it's like Asian jump rope.
Very easy, kid. Mom, Dad, I've got rhythm. Yeah. I wonder if
the guy would stand up. He would go, "Konnichiwa. My name is Toby."
Did that have any value at all in physical education class? Teninkling? Or was it just a matter of?
I mean, I guess like coordination and all right, let's look up teninkling here. Let's see what kind of con they had us involved in with teninkling.
It wasn't raising funds for the American Heart Association, I guarantee you that.
TININKLING. Ikling. Teninkling. Traditional Philippine folk dance, which originated prior to Spanish colonization. The dance involves at least two people beating, tapping, and sliding bamboo poles on the ground and against each other in coordination with one or more dancers who step over and in between the poles in a dance. UCLA apparently has a teninkling team.
Is it a team or a club? It's probably a club.
Probably club.
And if I'm not mistaken, the teninkling, the pace picked up, right? Is that you would start fairly slow to get people.
Oh, I still got his comment up. Sorry.
To get people, you'd get the rhythm, and then you'd start picking up the pace. Go faster, 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 faster. And then you'd try to trip them up.
Bus said that the athletic union would invite this group to perform at halftime at state.
Really? Girls Union always had some unique halftime shows.
Yeah.
The Tri-Center Golden Girls was, for the long time, a premier halftime performance group at the Girls State Basketball Tournament.
The Tri-Center Golden Girls?
That's right. The Tri-Center Golden Girls, under the direction of Bob Hilligus.
The only thing that I can remember, Trav, of the... Whoa, shoot. The only thing that I can remember of the... was that they would do like... they'd have the guys in tuxedos
doing the sweeping the floor.
Sweeping the floor.
Yeah.
And then they'd do like they'd bring out some old timies, you know what I mean? Like, hey, this is what 6-on-6 basketball looked like in the 30s.
See, and this was during the 6-on-6 days. Next time you come over, Owen has the Tri-Center Golden Girl VHS tapes because he went through his mom's and mine VHS tapes, and we'll show you the productions. You're going to be like, holy crap. First of all, you're going to see Anjanette when she was 17 years old. You're going to see me when I was 17 years old because I performed at halftime at the Girls State Basketball Tournament.
Wait, you were a Golden Girl?
Well, no, I was an extra in the Golden Girl production. So I got, and the funny thing is because I couldn't dance, I am on Iowa Public Television. You can see me going 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see me counting because I can't dance.
There's been some good ones that have flown through here on the chat, man. This has been good. Yeah, somebody wanted to know about the 90s CD collections you would get. You're thinking of Columbia House or BMG. Those were the two that were big.
I think I still owe money to Columbia House.
We all do.
Does Columbia House even exist? No, that's called Spotify now.
Yeah. Yeah. What I think they did was Columbia House just became our national debt. That's how somebody just purchased Columbia House. They're like, all right, just put a rolling tally up there of what Americans owe us. The Presidential Physical Fitness Award was something we did. Book It. Do you remember the Book It program with Pizza Hut?
Oh, I do remember the book.
You would if you read so many books, you'd go to Pizza Hut and you'd get a personal pan pizza. Jarts. Jay, that's a toy that's illegal.
Yeah, you cannot buy. Can you go up to JC and Hobby and get like an original Jart set?
Oh, I wonder if Jay can sell those.
I don't know the answer to that. Somebody out there has an original Jart set.
You know, and Joe might be listening. Maybe Joe, because I could text Jay and ask. I bet Jay can't sell weapons. And I mean, truthfully, those things are considered, I think, a weapon now. It's a metal spear that you chuck at people.
Yeah. Now, what replaced darts essentially was cornhole and those stupid balls you try to get to wrap around the
ladder golf.
Ring. Yeah, ladder golf.
Have you ever played? Well, let's just be as offensive as we can. I think it's called Polish horseshoes. Have you ever played it's hard to explain. It's real hard to explain. It's played with a Frisbee.
Okay.
And a beer in your hand. and then there's a pole. You have a PVC pole that's about 5 foot tall, and you place a beer bottle on top of the PVC pole. You ever played this?
I have not.
Okay. All right. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. If you got 4 people in a Frisbee and a couple of poles and a couple of beer bottles. Now that I think about it, take some planning.
It takes planning.
It's fun. It's fun. You basically stand about 20 feet apart and you're trying. The idea is to throw the Frisbee and hit the pole and knock the beer bottle off the pole. But all just variations of jarts.
Yeah.
We had jarts at the farm up in Wisconsin. And that's a memory of being a kid, was playing jarts.
I took my team out for a team building activity yesterday, and we ended up at a draftcade, which has nothing but like 80s video games and pinball machines.
Yeah.
I found myself playing the old track and field. Remember where you said that?
I remember. I love track and field. How far did you get?
Not very far. Not very far. I set a record in the 100-meter dash. I was really bad. I didn't qualify in the long jump of the javelin.
Oh,
so
yeah.
The game was over.
Couldn't get that 45-degree angle down.
Couldn't get it down.
I was really good at track and field. I could get past the 100-meter dash. I'd get past the 110-meter hurdles. I could do the long jump. I didn't get that far.
I
could do the javelin. Travis, you know what always got me was it wasn't shot put. What's the ball?
Hammer throw?
Hammer throw. Because you had to get it right, and your player would start to spin in the circle, and then you had to hit the launch at just the right moment. Otherwise, and it was just hard. Tetherball? Tetherball? Did you play tetherball?
Oh yeah, tetherball. We had some mean games of tetherball. Do they even have tetherball on the elementary?
So. I don't think they could have a rope hanging from a pole like that anymore. Think of how dangerous that game was.
Yeah, but we all survived. Some of those fierce competitions were with tetherball. Because
everybody loved it when that one dude would get too close to the pole and the thing would wrap around and it'd pin him to the pole.
Yeah, but once you got the advantage and you just start hammering it, and you're like, stop me. Yeah. You're not going to stop me. Scooter hockey. Did you play scooter hockey in
scooter hockey? You'd sit on a little thing.
We'd sit on a little square scooter with 4 wheels. You'd have like a little banana hand hockey stick, and you would just go up and down the court with like a wiffle ball or a puck, plastic puck, and play a little scooter hockey. Those were the days, Ross. Those were the days. When you went to recess or you went to gym class, you beat the shit out of each other, and then you went to math class. Dodgeball.
Jump rope.
Love
for
those
heart.
days.
I love it. Do not remember jump rope for heart. That was one that the fine folks at Pleasant Hill kept us away from. I think I remember.
I was a door-to-door salesman when I was a kid, so I would go sell everything. I would go knock on doors. Did you ever get like a packet from a card company to where you would go door to door right before, probably about October, to sell Christmas cards? Like you would, yeah. So I would go, and people would order like greedy. Instead of going to the drugstore to get a Hallmark card, they would just pre-order their Christmas cards from me, and I'd get a commission off that. That's how I made money. I sold pillows and I sold cards.
What?
Yeah. So my dad would bring back, he would go to this, like, probably a sweatshop in Chicago when he was doing his trucking thing. He would bring home these massive pillows, and I would just walk up and down the street knocking on doors. Do you want to buy a pillow? You know, I should have been maybe a Kirby vacuum salesman for my career choice, but or a Fuller brush man. But no. Need a little money? I just started selling stuff.
You were the first one to ever tell me about the Fuller brush man also. And they sold like floor brooms.
floor brooms, all sorts of. I think Watkins is another example, but we had the same Fuller brush man for a long, long time. They would have bathroom brushes, all sorts of brushes, other things that from sprays and just direct selling. Rob, now this would be kind of fun. Soak a tennis ball in lighter fluid and play fire tennis.
So, Rob, let me tell you some stories about my brother. Oh, man, these are so fun. My brother was great. My brother was just my brother is the best big brother ever. He's just the best. And we played baseball in my front yard. We would play, front yard baseball like kids do. My brother was 4 years older than me and was bigger than me and all my buddies. So, he was kind of, if Brad showed up, the game would kind of change and it would be, 9 against 1 or whatever, how little brothers and big brothers do. But the fun things that my brother used to do is we played, I was a member of the knothole gang every year, right? And some years for the knothole gang, you'd get like a 26-inch wooden bat and it'd be blue and it would have the Iowa Cubs logo on it and it would have, like a sponsor, I'm sure Casey's or Farmers Insurance or something like that. And then we'd use that wooden bat. That was like the new bat for that season of front yard baseball. Until Brad was mowing the lawn one day. And Brad needed to mow the lawn, and he gets the gas can out to fill up the lawnmower. And he's like, oh, hey, let me see your bat. And he doused the barrel of the bat with gasoline.
With gasoline, not even lighter fluid, just gasoline.
Lit it on fire. And then goes to the plate with the flaming bat, has Gus throw him a pitch. And I think, Travis, I like there was a lot of crazy stories about being a kid. And then we had a great group of boys that were boys. But then we had this family move to town that were very, very, very straight arrow. They had never been around East Side. They came from Montana. And I remember that. I think the day they moved in was the day that Brad lit the bat on fire.
What's this kid
we
doing?
Can remember the neighbors like, what did we move into? What are we unleashing our boys into? Those boys did okay. They're both CEOs. One of them went to MIT. They did really well for themselves. We tried. We tried to corrupt them as much as we could. That may have been the same day that one of the child's boys was chasing the other one with an axe. I remember the day they moved in, something insane was happening. And it was like the story for years. You know what I mean? Because for years, it was like, man, that first day we moved in, you guys were lighting bats on fire and chasing each other with axes.
Welcome to the East Side.
Right.
One of the most East Side things I'm seeing on the internet, and I send these every time they come across my feed, I send them to Wade at the Iowa Fireworks Farm. And I don't know if you've seen these. Roman candle baseball.
Oh, dude. I sent you that clip from Detroiters. Do you remember that show?
I think so. I don't remember.
It's Tim Robinson, the guy who did I Think You Should Leave.
Okay.
And it's about him owning an advertising agency in Detroit. And it's absolutely hysterical. And they do Roman candle baseball. Oh.
Robin says, so talk about Audi, please.
Oh, how dare... Wait, did we just go 24 minutes trying to have fun? How dare... Travis, what the hell? All right, let's do it. Let's talk about Audi.
Well, Robin, can you bear with us? Because we're going to have to take a break because we got a lot to talk about Audi. Robin, if you saw the YouTube thumbnail where we had Audi on it, if you're new to the show, because I haven't seen you in the chat before, this is kind of the way the show goes. We kind of start off, we're goofy, we get to the stuff. But we got 2 hours.
The truth is this, Robin. Travis is being very nice. The truth is this. Every morning at 5 a.m., Travis sends a lengthy rundown of the things he wants to talk about. This is very true. I get an email with about 25 topics. My goal is to stay away from that as long as possible. My goal is just to be... because
she's from Sweden, by the way. She says she's from Sweden.
It's late lunch here.
Oh.
Robin, thanks for listening.
See?
But yeah, it's also it's 6 a.m. here, and we're drinking coffee, and I'm still waking up, and I don't have a voice, and so I'd rather be goofy and talk about jarts and teninkling. And by the way, we didn't. This is exactly how the show starts. We had no idea, and none of that was on Travis's rundown. He didn't have a thing in there of like, hey, let's get into the American Heart Association's CEO salary.
Let's get into teninkling. That we did not mean that. But I promise, we will talk Audi Crooks.
Are we going to talk about Tiger Woods being on the phone with the president?
Well, we'll probably get. We can get into that Phil Mickelson conversation, right?
Oh, I don't give a shit about Phil, honestly.
Well, I can tell you that it is Friday. It is Good Friday, and we want to give you $90. So we want to give you $90 with the Iowa Lottery Weekly. I don't know if you heard it in there or not.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. So this week's prize pack includes some new tickets, Diamond Dollars, Lucky Clover crossword, and free play coupons for the new national draw game, Millionaire for Life. Both the scratch tickets are part of the same, some awesome new second chance promotions. You must be a VIP club member to enter those non-winning tickets. Not a VIP, sign up for free at iowalottery.com/VIP. Call at 515-517-2303 or send us an email. And you do that by going to therushradio.com, go to the promo tab, and click on Woohoo, the weekly Woohoo. We want to give you $90, and we have had winners that have walked away with more money than that because they won on their $90 prize pack. So start calling now as we celebrate the weekend with the Iowa Lottery. It is the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive.
The Rush Radio is now on the free TuneIn app, allowing you to enjoy the show on Apple products and Android Auto. Download the free TuneIn app and search the Rush Radio to take Travis and Ross wherever you go.
With the Iowa Lottery's new Millionaire for Life game, you could win $1 million a year for life. That could make you a My Dream Job is No Job millionaire. A front row tickets to every show millionaire. A hire a personal glam squad for you and your bestie millionaire.
Yep, a little further.
Or just to never run out of your favorite pickles millionaire. With Millionaire for Life from the Iowa Lottery,
And these.
you can change your life for life. Play today.
When you work with a company like Mr. Electric that goes above and beyond and makes the customer their priority, that is just a real joy to encounter these days. It was a fairly complicated project and it was intimidating. They made it look so easy and they were very professional, very clean folks. They thoroughly explain what they're going to do. It's clear that they're experienced and that they know what they're doing. Having professionals out there that can do that for me, that gives me a lot of peace of mind.
Keep your edge with Body Armor Sports Drink. Bold flavors, electrolytes, and hydration that goes the distance. Grab Body Armor before the grind, during the game, and after the win. Body Armor Sports Drink. Hydration that's real and better for you. Pick up Body Armor Sports Drink on your next grocery store run or convenience store trip.
My name's Gary Presnell, and I'm a residential home mortgage banker for Northwest Bank in Des Moines Metro Market. I've been financing people's homes for over 25 years, and I'm an expert in financing VA loans, FHA loans, IFA loans, and new construction homes. This is my cat, Norm. Norm knows basketball, but he doesn't know mortgage. And that's where I come in. There are a lot of Tom, Dick, and Norms out there doing loans. So don't just trust anyone with your home loan. I'm your local, trusted, experienced expert. Please call me. I would love to help you.
Call Gary at 515-975-6767 or find his profile at nw.bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Brendan Santone here for Willis Cadillac. I'm bringing in March with some decent weather and some great deals on some 25s. We have two 25 XT5s left in stock, as well as two 25 Cadillac Lyrics available. Low APR, as well as great lease deals on all these vehicles. Come get one before they're gone. Stop in and see us over in Clive at Willis Cadillac, online at williscadillac.com, or just give us a shout.
Hi, it's Noel. If you're thinking about popping the question, start with a jeweler you can trust. At Fiscus Jewelers, we offer the largest inventory in Ankeny, featuring stunning engagement rings and rare and forever natural diamonds, pre-screened with advanced technology. If you don't see exactly what you're looking for, we'll custom design it together, and our CAD drawings are always free. And when it's time to say I do, don't forget the guys. We offer the largest selection of men's wedding bands around. Fiscus Jewelers, your jeweler for life.
Back to the rush. Strong opinions, weak filters, and just enough sense to stay on the air. It's the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive.
From classic hardwood to stylish tile and cozy carpet, Iowa Floor Covering delivers quality and service Central Iowans trust. Call or visit iowafloorcovering.com and see why it's good people, great floors. Welcome back to the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive. I'm sitting in an executive meeting yesterday, and my phone buzzes, and I look down, and it's Ross Peterson, and all it says is, adios.
I stole that line.
Gone.
Stole that
It's
line.
right.
That was Jeff Klein, our buddy Jeff Klein, marketing genius Jeff Klein. He saw the headline that was Audi was leaving, and he said, that headline should have been Adios.
Yes.
Good headline.
You know, surprising maybe to some, not surprising maybe to others. This is a unique situation. And I'm probably going to come off this morning, Ross, critical of Audi. Listen, I get why she's doing this. I really do. And a lot of people
can we pause there for a second? Because I don't. Can you, when you say you get why she's doing it, can you dissect that?
Yeah, I'll say this. Audi Crooks is not going to play in the WNBA. Okay? People need to understand Audi Crooks is not going to play in the WNBA. If she does, I'll come back on here and say I was totally wrong. But I've watched enough WNBA basketball to understand Audi is not, she is a defensive liability. Speed-wise, cannot keep up with the game. And you probably have an agent now saying, Audi, you need to get as much money as you can now because your payday is now. It's not going to be in the WNBA. It's just not. You might be able to go play overseas, but as the game elevates, the speed elevates, Audi Crooks is not going to play in the WNBA. So if you're looking at it going, I got to get as much money as I can now, this is probably my opportunity to do so. Now, she used the term she wants to plant new roots in new ground. Okay. There's a problem with that. If you would have done that after your sophomore year, it would have made a lot more sense. Maybe she doesn't understand, maybe she does. Bill Fennelly, and Bill's taking some heat. Maybe rightfully so, maybe not so. I think there's two sides to every story. But for the last 3 years, has built an entire offense to run through Audi Crooks. And Audi Crooks has been the focal point of the Iowa State offense. If Audi wants to go to a contender, Ross, let's just throw big names out there. If you want to go to a South Carolina, a Texas, a UConn, a UCLA, even somebody who made a deeper run in the NCAA tournament that has an established team, you're probably going to be the second, maybe third option on that team. You're not going to be the focal point unless they absolutely need you, but you're not going to be the focal point like you were at Iowa State. I really don't think she's going to be. For 1 year, you're going to disrupt the whole flow of offense that you have for a 1 year player? I don't see it. Do you think I'm wrong?
No, I think everything that you said is right except for one thing. And I don't think you're wrong in I think that's what you said is probably the advice she's been given. I would really push back on this is a smart financial move. Because maybe in the short term.
I didn't say it was a smart financial move.
I'm sorry. That she has the potential to make more money is, I think, how you phrase it. I didn't mean to.
No, that's fine.
Misconstrue how you were saying it. She does have an opportunity. I want to be clear here. I kind of agree with the thing that I'm disagreeing with, and that is, does she have a chance to make more money next year than she would have at Iowa State? That's very possible. Very possible. Did she jeopardize something long-term here?
Abso-frickin-lutely.
That's my point on it. That was my take on it a long time ago. This was a special situation. She had a golden nugget, something that we've seen very, very, very few athletes in our lifetimes, guys. Jess Settles would be one. Jess Settles would be a guy that would fit into that Audi Crooks. Again, I hate to say the Caitlin Clark mold, but at the top of the pyramid of this thing would be Caitlin Clark.
Absolutely.
Audi Crooks fits underneath that umbrella. There's a Jess Settles component under that umbrella. Try to think of other people that went to Iowa State, that had that local connection. Nicholas Bear. You have these names where you hear them and you go, oh, that means Iowa. Chris Street. They dedicated themselves to this. It was their dream. They did it. I look at Derek Pagel, wrote the book Growing Up Hawkeye, wanted to be a Hawkeye, became a Hawkeye, made it to the NFL. Taman Lipsey, John just wrote. Taman's a great one, John. They fit under the Caitlin umbrella, whatever you want to call it. And that's what she walked away from. That's what she walked away from. Travis, it would be nice if all of us could get access to this information. How much was Audi making at Iowa State? Because, dude, you get stuff on the street. Everybody's got a source. Everybody knows something.
Well, I heard that he got $9 million to go to North Carolina. I heard that he's getting $17 billion just to go be the backup.
We all hear this shit. 2 weeks ago, I had sources telling me, hey, all these girls are leaving because Audi's getting all the money. All the NIL is funneling to Audi. And so that's why all the other girls are leaving, but Audi isn't. Well, that obviously ain't true. I heard...
Because Audi's left with no choice. Okay, what team am I going to play with?
I heard Bill Fennelly's retiring. But he did it the right way, and he told the girls he was retiring. He told the team he was retiring first, and now there's this mass exodus, and so now Bill's going to retire at the end. Well, that wasn't true either. I am curious what none of the dude. It's just like politics right now. None of it makes sense to me.
By the way, if you're totally shocked by this, all you have to do is go back on this show 2 weeks ago when Bill Fennelly was on with us. He didn't say he was going to lose everybody, but if you listen to his answers now when you were answering about NIL and agents, he kind of foretold what he was maybe expecting. Did I read? Now that I look back on that, Ross,
yeah.
am I wrong in that assessment?
No, that's why I wanted to get to that a little bit deeper with Aaron Velichko yesterday. I kind of wanted to dive into that. Like, hey, can you help us understand, help us unravel the timing of all of this? Bill Fennelly's days before he's playing in the first round of the NCAA tournament, he's on our show saying, I'm dealing with agents. Who am I even playing on this week? I don't even know who I got because all I can do is worry about the ladies in my locker room coming back. So, all right, I have a couple other notes from what you said about Audi. You're absolutely right about the roots thing. What's the one? There's one word that you can, when she says, I want to get my roots in. You don't have time. The roots take time. And you can't change where your roots were for the first 20 years. That's us. That's the people that loved you and embraced you and brought it in. So I think she's been given some bad advice. I think she was given bad advice on the financial side of it to say, hey, this is going to be, because here's the deal. An agent gets one swing. One swing. You're right. I don't think she'll be playing in the NBA. And you seem a little bit more confident about it than I do. You watch a lot more WNBA than I do. She's a fantastic offensive scorer. She's like the second leading scorer in the nation.
She's a detriment on defense.
I will defer to you on that. But roots, that's something that you can't just decide. You can't just decide, oh, my roots are now in Oklahoma. My roots are now at TCU. My roots are now at UConn. No, they're not. No, you uprooted is what you did. And Travis, let's talk about that next thing of where she ends up playing. Do you think she ends up at a South Carolina, a UConn, a UCLA?
No, she can't play.
I do
there.
not. I don't either.
I should. That's a little too harsh. She can play there, but not be the focal point player that she is at Iowa State,
and not be the second leading scorer in the nation.
No.
So
she's not going to Iowa. I've already talked to you. That's not going to happen. Plus, they have Ava Hayden. I mean, Ava Hayden's a better player than all-around player than Audi Crooks. Audie's a better offensive player, but Ava Hayden's offense came along just fine, but she's a better defensive player. This is what drives you nuts. Bad advice. Maybe thinking, I mean, the legacy that she walked away from, Ross. Maybe in 20 years but I think you didn't finish it. Finish what you started. And I know you're not going to have all the players that were with you. And it may be a not great senior year, but finish what you started.
Trav, I'm kind of sad. I don't want to say heartbroken, but I just feel like, man, this was one of those opportunities that does not come around. We don't see these things very often. Everybody loved her. You were welcomed by a community. You were loved by a community of people. You were a hero.
You had a great story.
You were a hero. You had 9-year-old, 5-year-old girls walking around your community, and you are their hero. That doesn't happen, man. They don't hand that shit out.
Yeah. And you were from the state. Now,
yeah.
You know, a lot of people in the chat, there's always two sides to the story. I get that.
Yes, and I hope, I wish well for her, like I'm sure you do, Trav. I want her to go on and have great success. But all these things we've still said are true.
Yes. And you will not be adored wherever you go. Not like you are here.
You think they're going to be selling ray gun shirts if she's at Texas Tech? You think if she's at named school, TCU, whatever? I mean,
only if Draper opens a store in Fort Worth.
Only if she goes to be a kangaroo in Kansas City. I feel bad for her. I think she got some bad advice. I think what we're doing is we're seeing nefarious acting agents. This agent does not get a piece when Audi goes to work for State Farm. When Audi goes to get a job next year or in a couple years, when the basketball career is over and she starts an actual career, that agent doesn't get a cut of that. This agent gets one time. Swing for the fence. Audi, we can get you. We can make life-changing money. No, the life-changing money was waiting at the end of the rainbow. Very few. I mean, I feel like we put together a pretty comprehensive list there of the folks that fit underneath that umbrella that I was talking about, where a community loves them. I think it's bad advice.
It's interesting. I mean, the fan reactions were all over the place last night. And your friend, and I'm going to drop her name, but because I actually commented on it, your friend Steph Copley called it catastrophic to the program. Now, look up the word with the catastrophic. I said, and so I just commented, I said, hold on for a second. Catastrophic that's hyperbole. Does it hurt the program? Does it set it back? But I go, if it's catastrophic, you might as well get rid of the program like gymnastics.
I mean,
and I said, and she gives me a smart ass answer back. I said, if you only want opinions that you only 100% agree with, then then just say so.
Well, that's all I want. I only want to hear opinions I agree with. I don't want to hear your stupid
I like
opinion
people
that
that disagree with me because it makes me think even more. Okay, did I go too far, or go? God, do I have the right opinion? Right?
I'll be honest. I don't. When I hear, and Steph is a smart lady, and when I hear, and I don't agree with her on all things. She doesn't agree with me on all things, but she's a smart lady.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't put. I mean, I have no problem with hearing. Dude, something's going on. What word do you put on it
who's the easy thing to blame here? They blame the coach and the coaching staff. And I think do I think Bill Fennelly's an easy guy to play for? I don't. Now, Bill Fennelly's a great guy. He comes on this show. He's personable. But
has he had a lot of I mean, I don't feel like he's been there a long time.
31 years, man.
And there's not this train of disasters behind him. He doesn't have a wake of people behind him that talk shit about him. He's had a few people in those 30 plus years. He's had a few people that have come out and said he's a bad guy, and everybody else stands up and says, not our coach.
Hell, even Kirk Ferentz has had players come up and say, you're racist.
Yeah, right. So I don't know. It's hard for me to blame Bill Fennelly because I like Bill Fennelly a lot, and I just don't this year. But something's happened. Something beyond injuries in the middle of the season happened with this team. Sometimes locker room things happen. But Travis, something has certainly happened. You don't have an exodus like this out of the blue.
That's correct. I don't disagree with you.
And then so
let's throw darts.
Okay.
Could it be money, like you said? If all the money's going to Audi, you're like, I can't make any.
But that can't be it if Audi leaves.
Well, but Audi could go, hey, I don't have a team to play with now, so I don't know how good we're going to be. Could it be?
Okay, yeah.
Could it be the entire offense for the last 3 years has gone through Audi Crooks? And you're like, hey, look at me. We could do more. I'm just throwing darts now.
No, Travis. This is what we got to do. We're all kind of wondering what the hell's going on. You asked who to blame. Boy,
there's a lot of blame.
I see more and more people turning their page on Jamie Pollard. I'm a Jamie fan. I like it. I like him. I think he's a smart guy, and I think that he has done amazing things for Iowa State. I don't think. Yeah. I know he's done incredible things for the Iowa State athletic department. And I'm not sure exactly how much blame I can put on the athletic director. We don't know. Did something happen inside the locker room? Was there infighting and it got so toxic that they all look around and go, I got to find someplace else. All of them. But what's that, man?
I will say this. For as masterful of a PR guy and understanding that Jamie Pollard is, I thought yesterday's video that was released was a major faux pas.
Yeah, me too.
First of all, he didn't say anything. It was a raw. There are times to do videos like that, but there's also a time to say, I got to sit down and talk to somebody and take actual questions. It's about trust because most people understand what propaganda is. Yesterday's video was propaganda, and it was supposed to address concerns. All it did was get people going, what was this? If you would have sat down or had a press conference or called into this show or sat down with Keith Murphy or whatever, right? Then you take real questions, give real unscripted answers, and people can kind of make a judgment. But when you sit and read off a teleprompter from your office from a 2 or 3 camera shoot where you're going from a side view, you're like, you're just telling me what you think I want to hear.
Oh.
And now is not the time to give that message. When they dropped gymnastics, I was fine with it because nobody cares about gymnastics except gymnastics parents and gymnasts. The majority of people don't care that they dropped gymnastics. It just costs money at Iowa State. Now you're talking about sports that matter. Football, basketball, men's basketball, those sports matter. And I don't want other athletes at Iowa State to think that it's great that you get a scholarship. It's great that you get to continue your athletic career. But in the grand scheme of thing, you're a non-revenue sport.
Let me ask you this question, and it comes from Burger McChick. What question would you ask Jamie?
I guess I would start with, you had to deal with football. That was because a coach left. You have a coach who stays that you are backing. Why have you lost 9 individuals, including your All-American? That would be the first question I asked. You've always talked about culture. Does Iowa State still have a good culture? Because you brought up culture in gymnastics. Is there something that's taking place that culture has been offered or altered? And is money altering that culture?
Is there a broader problem with the women's athletic department?
Good question. And then there's 3 questions right there. But those aren't the good questions. The good questions are the follow-ups to what he says. Because if you listen to answers, the follow-up is always the best. Because there's something in there that is usually said that you're like, hold on for a second. You just said this. I want to go deeper on this. We get a lot of guests that will ask us, hey, can you give me the questions in advance? And I always say no.
No.
I will
We've
not.
I've never done that.
Really. We just want to have a conversation.
That's right. That's exactly what I say to people. Can you send us our questions? I'll go, sure. The first one is, how are you? And then we'll go from there.
Yeah.
Depending on how you answer that one, I don't know what I'm going to say next. I'm going to talk to you. Trav, I think that the good questions that come from that are ones that you probably don't get answered. You said it earlier. They tell you what they want you to hear. Jamie Pollard's done it. Here's another important 3 words that happen a lot behind the scenes. A lot. Control the narrative. That's a bit that is said a lot behind closed doors. Hey, how do we control this message? We don't want people to know the truth. We don't want people to be speculating about all sorts of other wild shit that isn't true. What can we release it to pigeonhole people into where we want them to think? And I do think that people are kind of getting wise to that game. And yesterday's video from Jamie kind of smelled like that.
100% smelled like that.
When you watched it, you went, this isn't the Jamie Pollard. This isn't that open, honest, upfront. Oh, man, dude, the Jamie Pollard we used to get would be like, we're struggling. This is and it chip on the shoulder, fight type of thing. And yeah, the music in the background, like the production of the video.
Yeah, when you overdo it, it becomes you're selling me something.
Exactly. That's what it felt like. Yeah, it felt like you're selling me something. Hey, let me tell you about how great basketball was this. I think, again, for me, part of it was the music in the background. As soon as that started, I'm like, oh, this is the PR thing.
Well, Ross, you know what it was for me? It was like the multiple cameras. I'm like, what are we doing here? You got music, then you're going to the front view, to the side view, and you're overproducing this to the point to you're like, this is a commercial.
Yeah.
Just sit down with somebody or and somebody said it earlier, it was Austin. Spin control has always been around. 100 spin.
Yes.
What we're not denying that. But spin also used to take place in the press because you didn't have, and I said this, and the University of Nebraska was one of the first to do this. And Ross, I've showed you their newsroom and press room, right? When they launched Husker Vision back in 1995, I said, this is going to be a game changer. not just for Nebraska, but for every university that jumps on this board, meaning once you become your own newsroom, you will control all the narratives you want to control. You don't have to go. You can just have a coach sit down in front of your own camera, have your own. It just changes the whole game. And that's exactly what Iowa State did yesterday. Bill Fennelly did not do one. He put out a statement, and he didn't really say much in the statement. But I'm actually going to give Bill Fennelly. He's going to have to talk about it at some time. You need to understand what he's going through right now. Now, you don't have to feel sorry for him because you may blame Bill Fennelly. Bill Fennelly has to fill a roster. I mean, right now. I mean, he was talking to agents 2 weeks ago. You got to go fill an entire roster and try to get as many quality players as you can to at least be competitive in 2026 and 2027. Put up a poll. Who had a worse speech, Trump or Pollard?
Trump. Trump. I'll tell you another thing that Jamie did in the press in that release, whatever you want to call that thing. The little slights at Iowa.
Petty. And
that's a good word for it, Travis. I didn't know what I didn't have that word in my brain. I think that's what it was. But it's like, man, you guys got your own problems. Why are you? But we as fans, again, we've created this laundry rivalry where, damn it, if it's bad for one, it must be good for me. And I think Jamie played on that a little bit yesterday. And I think that's another thing I saw as like a tactic. And I go, damn it, just be honest and tell us what's going on inside of your walls, or tell us what you want to tell us. There's no reason to be like, well, hey, by the way, this is happening all over the world. Yes, it is. Including, that one team, which we don't talk about, TOE. It comes across as petty. And that's not the Hawkeye fan in me saying that. I hope I've established that credibility that I'm more critical of the Hawkeyes than I am of anybody else. This is not a Hawkeye thing. This is a messaging thing from Iowa State. Why? What's the point of, oh, hey, did you know that there's another team that hosted NCAA tournament games? Wink, winky. I won't say their name. What? And that's been a common theme, by the way. That's been about a decades-long theme out of Ames. We're going to call it the TOE. That's the team out east. We don't even say their name anymore. That's how much we hate the fucking dorks.
For the first time in a long time, Iowa State has not nailed the PR.
And I think maybe that's part of it too, Travis. For years, we always said this, like, man, Jamie's so good at it. Now, I've seen some people that say, hey, were we just comparing him to Gary Barta, who was disastrously bad at the job? Who at the PR thing. And Jamie has always been so good. This, and I don't remember one like this, Travis. If I go back, is this something that, has there been a slide towards this from the athletic department? Because Jamie's always been forthcoming. I felt like, very honest. Not that he's not being honest here. I want to be clear. I don't know. We don't know.
I'm not saying he's not being honest. I mean, you can spin it to the way you want and it's still being honest, right? Yeah. But there just comes a time where you're like, okay, answer questions. Don't give me a prepared statement. Don't read off a teleprompter.
With music playing in the background, overproduced. This is real. There are 5-year-old girls who are crying right now because their Audi Crooks t-shirt, that's their favorite thing to wear to school. You have season ticket holders that wonder who they're going to be rooting for next year. I don't think it's the time to come out and do the boom, 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 boom. Hey, everybody. Good to see you.
We're going to start today's. Tinkle first?
Yeah, let's do some teninkling, and then we're going to go take a walk with Mr. McFeely. I think that the right thing to do would have been maybe have a press conference like you said, or sit down with Keith Murphy and go, hey, let me answer
Come on
some
this
tough,
show. He's
tough
been on the
questions.
show before.
Yeah. Has Pollard been good, or has his facade been good? Pollard's been great, guys.
100%.
Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Jamie Pollard has done incredible things that I don't know who else you could have had in that position that would have grown that athletic department from where he started it to where it is now.
For Iowa State fans, I'm just giving you one name, Bruce Vandevelde. Okay,
there you go, dude.
Just remember those days. You talk about having a vision and believe in that, and he made it come true. I'm old enough I'm an old dude, man. I remember Iowa State facilities. I remember when Iowa State was a laughingstock, not just in football. And sure, they had Johnny Orr, and they had the, here comes Johnny. They were good. They weren't great. But that was about all there was.
Trav, I mean, for a long time, again, not knocking it, but when Johnny Orr's thing of, I remember when I kicked your ass, wasn't even talking about being an Iowa State coach at that time.
Talk about being a Michigan coach.
He was bragging about when he was the coach at Michigan and he beat Michigan State. But those were the types of things like it was that chip on the shoulder. We are here. We are here. And I wonder maybe if that's a part of it, Trav, where Iowa State fans, guys my age who remember that, guys your age who remember that time, this is like a flashback to that in some way. Like, damn it, we lose our football coach who's turned us around. Our basketball team gets another kick in the nuts at the unbelievably unperfect time. Our women's basketball team's a top 10 team, ends up getting bound. Like, man. Gymnastics is going away. Not that was a huge thing, but it's a black eye.
It's a black eye.
Where does Chi-Town fit into? Is it at all a component in this, Travis? I don't know that it is.
I don't think it is.
I don't think it is either. I think this is specifically, I don't know.
I mean, that's developer led. I mean, Iowa State's going to have some game in it, but you also have a developer that's stepping up and funding a good part of that. It's kind of like this mixed use public private type thing where they happen. I don't think Chi-Town plays into this. And by the way, whether you like Chi-Town or not, at least there's a vision for that real estate. You go, okay, how do we grow? How do we create an atmosphere? How do we create so you may not like it, but there's a vision there. I've said Jamie Pollard's one of the best ADs in the country. I believe that. But much like 31 years of Bill Fennelly, 20 years of Jamie Pollard, you know what happens? Familiarity breeds contempt.
Absolutely, brother.
It breeds contempt. And when things start to go wrong or not the way you thought, and in no way are we saying things are perfect at Iowa State. They're not perfect at Iowa under Beth Getz. But
Dusty
yesterday was not handled well.
Dusty had a great comment earlier. I had to go back to find it. Like most people, you need to move on after so long. Being someplace for 20 years usually doesn't work out. And he's absolutely right. It's a rarity.
Ross is a perfect example.
Here's what happens.
Denying it.
Not at all. And here's what happens is when you're there that long, those people get to see you at your best and at your worst. The people at the radio station got to see me grow up from when I was 25 to 45. I went through divorce. I went through illness. Went through losing a parent. I showed up bad a lot of days. I showed up a head case. I showed up depressed, angry. Couldn't figure out my life. They saw that, and that's the person that after 20 years I would walk in the door and they would go, ugh, here comes this complicated emotional wreck. You know what we should do? Fire him and keep the 25-year-old that we don't have all those bad feelings about.
We went really long that segment, but it was worth it.
Oh shit! Didn't even see it, dude.
Yeah. The good thing is we didn't have to hit traffic.
Hey, good. Hey, it's a speed limit trip coming in from McKinney. If you're headed east from Adel, expect a delay around the 120 mile marker. 15-minute trip from the East Mixer to the West Mixer.
If you have some comments you want to tell you, 515-517-2303. The phone line is always open. It is the Rush Radio Show powered by Willis Automotive.
The Rush Radio is now on the free TuneIn app, allowing you to enjoy the show on Apple products and Android Auto. Download the free TuneIn app and search The Rush Radio to take Travis and Ross wherever you go.
With the Iowa Lottery's new Millionaire for Life game, you could win $1 million a year for life. That could make you my dream job is no job, you know. A front row tickets to every show, you know. Hire a personal glam squad for you and your bestie, you know.
Yep, a little further.
Or just to never run out of your favorite pickles, you know. With Millionaire for Life from the Iowa Lottery, you can change your life for life. Play today.
At Iowa Floor Covering, we believe great floors start with great service. Whether you're looking for a plush carpet, durable LVP, timeless hardwood, stylish laminate, or beautiful tile, including custom tile showers, we'll help you find the perfect fit. No pressure, no pushy sales tactics, just honest guidance from a team that listens. DIY Weekend Warrior, we've got the products and advice to set you up for success. Iowa Floor Covering, floors you'll love from people you can trust.
There are a lot of reasons to want a self-driving mower from Iowa Mobotics.
Being automated gives me more time to do my hobbies.
I travel so much for work that I don't have time to take care of the lawn, but I still care about how it looks.
And I'm just lazy. Gives me time to work in the wood shop instead of spending it on the mower.
It works in my schedule.
And I just really hate doing it.
No matter your reason, with Iowa Mobotics, spend less time mowing, more time living.
Start spreading the news, cause it's time to buy booze, and there's only one place to be. You can see all your friends, the good times never end, unless you're just loitering. It's Central City, we can make your dreams come true. No guarantee your dreams will come true. Central City, all this booze is waiting for you. Look at all this booze.
Hi, I'm John Linares with Willis Lexus, and I've got some exciting news on this beautiful March day. Lexus has extended their low rates of 2.49 and 3.49 on all hybrid models. And whether it's your first time leasing or your 10th time leasing, Lexus has an added value for you this month, and they're covering your first payment. And last but not least, it's that time of year where we need to say goodbye to our 2025 models. We have 4 remaining in stock with huge savings. Stop in and take a look at our inventory or visit us online at willislexus.com.
Your house wasn't built for bats, birds, or raccoons, but try telling them that. At Bats and Bugs Pest Solutions, we've been helping Iowans take back their homes for over 20 years. We use cost-effective, eco-friendly methods to solve wildlife and pest problems the right way. Whether it's bats in your attic, birds in the vent, raccoons in your chimney, or moles in your yard, we have long-term solutions. Call Bats and Bugs Pest Solutions today at 515-218-3400, and let's make sure your home doesn't become their home.
Every business has priorities, and Priority One Heating and Cooling is no different. As a service provider, we prioritize quality air conditioners and furnaces that will keep your home at your comfort level year-round. As a small business, we prioritize doing things the right way and treating people fairly. As a truly local business, we prioritize our community. As a veteran-owned business, we prioritize duty and commitment. For big business service with local value, trust your home to the place where you are always Priority One.
Game on, keep your edge with Body Armor Sports Drink. Bold flavors, electrolytes, and hydration that goes the distance. Grab Body Armor before the grind, during the game, and after the win. Body Armor Sports Drink. Hydration that's real and better for you. Pick up Body Armor Sports Drink on your next grocery store run or convenience store trip.
Like a rash you thought was gone. Travis and Ross aren't contagious, but they are addictive. It's the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive.
Hour number 2 of the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive and Willis Waukee Pre-Owned. Yes, they are in Waukee, and I was on the Willis Automotive Facebook page today, and they've got a beautiful, beautiful 2024 Chevy Suburban LT. It's fabulous.
Sounds like a Range Rover trade-in coming.
It might be.
Yeah.
It might, no, it's funny. We were driving the Land Rover or the Range Rover last night, and Anjanette was like, I love this car. And she's never said that about a car we've had, except every Suburban we've had. And that's why I say, hey, if you are in a newer pre-owned vehicle, Willis, Waukee pre-owned, they've got that Suburban there. It's fabulous. Start your buying journey at willisauto.com. If you're listening on the audio stream at therushradio.com, the Rush Radio Android app, with the TuneIn app, thank you so much. Watching on YouTube from all over the globe, we had somebody from Sweden today. Sweden! And was like demanding we talk sports.
Audi Crooks.
Audi Crooks specifically. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, and leave your comments in the comment section. Call the show at 515-517-2303. Follow us on our social media channels.
You shouldn't have told me to go to Willis Auto. You shouldn't have told me to do this, Trav.
Yes. Go to willisauto.com. I could see you in a Suburban. I could. Even though you have 2 kids. It's time to get a car. It's time to let the Jeep go.
I was thinking about a sedan. I'm looking at these. Man, these are actually could save some money on gas. And then I rolled down and I saw the Dodge Grand Caravan. Like, oh yeah, I'm a Caravan guy.
No. I've never once been a minivan guy. We've had minivans. I had the old Oldsmobile Silhouette. You remember the Silhouette? It looked like the space shuttle. It was white and had black. I'm like, it was literally a space shuttle. The Oldsmobile Silhouette. And this was when I was poor. And that was when Anjanette said, hey, I'm not going to go back to work. I'm going to stay at home, raise the kids. That's great. I started selling plasma, selling everything in the house, and we traded in cars, and I'm like, I can afford the Silhouette. It was like used with like 150,000 miles on it, and we used that damn thing for a long time. They have
a 2020 Chrysler Pacifica, and I'm probably
no
13.9.
How many miles on it?
For 2020, let's see, 144. So there's still some life on that.
There's absolutely, my Nissan Pathfinder that I have is 189,000 miles. I bought it with 185. I'm like, right now, the cutoff for miles for me is like, oh, it's got 110. We're good.
Between the Ford Ranger and the Jeep, do you know how many miles I have on those 2 cars?
Okay, let me guess. Ford Ranger. What year is the Ford Ranger?
1999.
1999. And what year is the Jeep?
2016.
2016. I'm going to say combine both cars.
Yeah.
You have 275,000 miles.
398.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm coming up on 400,000 miles between the 2 vehicles. So, willisauto.com, we're going to be looking at.
I like the sedan idea, Ross. I do. I like that. You know what? Because you're going to keep the Ford Ranger for Eli, right?
Yeah,
that's going to be his car.
That's his. Yep. Yeah. It'll run until it doesn't.
You can get a nice sedan. They've got the new they got the new Nissan sedans at Willis. You get a pre-owned sedan. Get a certified pre-owned sedan. I think it's time. I can see you as a car man.
Irish Rock says that's almost more miles than Artemis 2 is going to travel. By the way, Trav, did you see changes to the Artemis 2 mission? Did you see this? Because yesterday you said, or I'm sorry, on Wednesday, on April Fool's Day, you said, oh yeah, we're going back to the moon. We're going to put people on the moon.
No, they're going around the moon.
Yeah, they were going to go to the moon. Then they decided, we're just going to fly by. Oh, you're going to Walmart? Well, we're going to the parking lot. John asks, when is Eli going on his trip? John, Eli has been in Fiji for like a week. Did I tell you this?
You've kept it quiet. I knew he was going, but I didn't. I figured you either wanted to keep it quiet.
And kids, man. Tell the kid before he leaves, call every night. I want to hear from you. Anytime you got a chance, call me. I want to hear from you as often as possible. I've received 1 phone call from the kid.
You should be happy about that.
I am. I'm okay with it. He has sent us about 5 or 6 pictures. Okay. First picture that he sends me, one is like this. He saw this really cool statue of the Virgin Mary, Travis, with the rosary, and it was beautiful, and it had the ocean in the background. He took a picture of that and sent it to me. I'm like, hey, dude, that's really cool. And he sent us a picture of like I remember a seascape type of thing, and then a picture of a cat. Okay, cool. Then the next batch of pictures comes. It's the same thing. It's like a crab in the ocean. I'm like, oh, that's really neat. Like a picture of a mountain. Like, oh, it's beautiful. And then it's a picture of him and his buddy at B-Dubs. I said, Eli, is that a picture from inside the Dallas airport? He goes, yeah, we went to B-Dubs. You're in Fiji, dude. Can I get pictures of Fiji?
I'm trying to live vicariously through you. I didn't spend all this money for you to go learn something. I meant for you to take pictures so I can live in paradise.
This was about me, Eli. This whole trip. Damn it. Anyway.
Yeah, but
he's there.
I will say this. The fact that he doesn't feel the need to call you every single day is a good thing.
It is. And I'm happy for, and he keeps checking in and saying, hey, I'm having a great time. We're being safe. Here's a few pictures. Here's what we're doing. He went volcanic sand dune surfing the other day.
Wow.
It's like, yeah, we're going to volcanic sand dunes to do sand surfing. Like, like you do.
Yeah, just whatever. Yeah. Hey, we got a weekly woohoo coming in. This one from David. My woohoo is celebrating my wife as she finishes her 38th year as a tax preparer. Oh. This year has been extremely challenging as she works 14-hour days to deliver for her clients. She sacrifices her own health and well-being and the stress to meet the needs of the Des Moines community while she wishes to require and misses grandbaby birthdays every year due to tax season. She feels the need to take care of the community first. She really deserves a loud woohoo and would love to win the woohoo, to win some lotto ticks and maybe some cash to buy her something nice for the end of the tax season. Love the show and what you guys do for the community as well.
Oh, thanks, David. I like that one.
And David, here's the deal. We got an idea for you. Even if you don't win the woohoo, you need to buy her something nice. So you go to Fiscus Jewelers in Ankeny to go ahead and get her a new ring, get her some earrings, get her a pendant. Noel will just walk in and say, hey, Noel, can you help me out?
Yeah. Say, Noel, that's a great idea. Walk in and go, hey, my wife's a tax preparer. He'll go, I've got this diamond encrusted dollar sign that she's going to love.
Yes.
I've got a calculator that's gold plated. Give me 1 minute.
So combine the woohoo with a visit to Fiscus Jewelers, and you will not go wrong. We promise you that. We don't talk a lot of recruiting on this show because we want you to prove yourself at the college level. Well, if you're a star in high school, hey, you're a good high school player. That's really good. You get to college. But Ben McCollum did have a good get yesterday. Jaden Kuhn from Storm Lake, he's Mr. Basketball in Iowa. Now, he had signed a letter of intent with Creighton back in November. Committed to Creighton, going to go to Creighton. Even though Creighton had its coach in waiting, Ross, which was Alan Huss, and Jaden Kuhn knew that going in, when Greg McDermott left, that opened a window of opportunity because the coach had left to go back into getting recruited. And he opened it up, and a week later, he commits to the Iowa Hawkeyes. That's a big get for Ben McCollum. Yeah, you're keeping one in the state. Again, we're not going to spend a lot of time on it, but that's kind of what transpired. Committed to Creighton. McDermott leaves, opens it back up. Iowa goes to the Elite Eight, and he's a Hawkeye, or at least committed. So there you go.
Listen, it's no guarantee, Trav, but you look back at me being Mr. Basketball in the state of Iowa.
There's been some good ones, by the way.
There have been some real, that's exactly. I actually pulled it up so that I could look at it to see, kind of that hit rate on it, if you will. Just going back to 2016 when it was Jordan Bohannon, then you had Joe Smolt, Joe Wieskamp, DJ Carton, Bowen Bourne, Jake Hilmer, Tucker DeVries, Taman, Lipsy, Price, Sanford. You've had some good ball players there. I like Iraq. I think he's going to get an opportunity to prove himself still. Who knows? Who knows how good Jaden Kuhn will be? I'm excited about it. I'd rather have Mr. Basketball than not have Mr. Basketball.
Yeah.
So
well, it's like you've talked about. When somebody goes to Kansas or North Carolina, you're like, okay, whatever. You forget about him. But he has the opportunity, like Ben McCollum, who's from Iowa, who's from Storm Lake, too, by the way. I wonder if it was like, hey, I know the parents. We grew up together. Your kid needs to come play for me. I don't know if that happened or not, but good get by Ben McCollum.
It's funny
because
go ahead.
I was going to bring this story up last week. We never got to it, but I haven't seen it in the national news that much. It probably means a little bit more to me because he's an Omaha kid. This Alec Bohm story is crazy. Third baseman for the Philadelphia Phillies.
Is this the one that's suing his parents?
He's suing his parents, Ross, for $3 million.
So, dude, help me out with this. Oh, this is sad.
So what happened was, he was drafted, I think, in 2019. The money starts coming in, and his parents say, hey, you know what? We'll take care of you. We won't charge you anything. We'll manage your finances. Well, who do you trust when you're just drafted, in 2019? Life's moving 100 miles an hour. Your parents have been there for me. And if all this is true, I need to, that's the allegedly. Then in January, he goes, hey, can I see the accounts? And that's when they cut him out. They wouldn't give him passwords. They wouldn't let him see. They've been living, they kind of moved out of Omaha, and they've bought this luxury RV and have been traveling across the country. They live out of an RV and would not give him. There's like 4 LLCs, accusations of funneling money through the charitable foundation that's supposed to make him look good in the community. You heard Aaron Velichko yesterday. I posted the interview by itself on our YouTube channel, and it's on our Facebook page. I think for the most part, Ross, that is kind of like, hey, we can advise, but these are the professionals who do this. We found somebody who I know and trusted, worked with Magic Johnson. They handled that stuff. Parents can let you down. You don't think they are, but they can. Because you start seeing the money. And you go, they won't miss any part of this.
Corrupts, dude.
It's sad.
And money makes us do evil things, man. Greed is such.
And the opposite is true. You can do great things with money.
Can you?
Yeah, I believe there's people out there that do good things.
Can you give me an example?
Well, I mean, I can look in my town, which is a lot of Berkshire Hathaway money, right? There's a lot of people who invested with Warren Buffett, names you wouldn't know, that have helped a lot of charity. I mean, Warren's daughter is funding a lot of public parks here to rebuild baseball. And we've done 3 baseball fields for him. Now, that's on a small scale, but they're at least investing in the community and going, hey, the city can't afford, because public money is hard to come by. We'll go ahead and fund the construction of these baseball. There's examples where I think you can do good things. I mean, the sculpture park, whose name is on that?
Lordson?
Yeah. I mean, that's doing something good for the community. I bet Jason Willis does a lot for the community.
Yeah. The Wave?
The Wave.
The Wave. That it's a group of families that...
Yeah.
Greed, man. Greed.
But when it's the weird thing is he's represented by Scott Boras, or the Scott Boras Corporation. I can't believe Boris let that happen. Because I bet Boris finally say, hey, Alec, you need to ask your folks where the money is. It's going to be a hard conversation, but you need to ask because as your agents, we can negotiate your contract, but we can't take care of you.
So if you're keeping score at home, on one side of your scorecard is mom and dad stealing $3 million from their son. And you get to pick between that being the good side or Scott Boras. Choose wisely.
What would you choose?
I don't. Just like when I vote, neither one of them are deserving of my support. I won't give it. Wait and see. Other people are going to be passionate about it. Let them fight it out and sit back and watch the destruction that's going to happen no matter what. This is sad, man.
It's very sad.
This is sad all around.
You remember the 30 for 30 on ESPN with like Bernie Kosar and his dad? I mean, there was a fall. I mean,
no, I don't remember this one.
Oh yeah. Go watch the money one. Broke. I think it's called Broke.
Well, Broke. Is Bernie in the Broke one? Because the Broke one I thought was about the NBA guys, but was Bernie also in that one? I don't remember that.
Yeah, because he was talking about him and his dad. I still don't believe. I don't know if they get along yet or not, but there was a thing in there about Bernie and his dad. And Bernie had like cell phone accounts for like 20 people. You know, I mean, just burning through cash. Because
Bernie Kosar had to file for Chapter 11 bankruptcy in 2009, revealing that his nearly $19 million in debt with only $44 in his checking account.
Crazy.
Do you remember the Drew Brees story? Remember what happened to Drew Brees?
No.
This is weird. When Drew Brees was in San Diego, remember, because he played for the Chargers at the beginning of his career, a financial advisor, and I use those words really, really loosely, especially in this scenario, told Drew Brees that buying expensive jewelry
you've said this story before. Now
was an investment, and told him, hey, man, give me your millions of dollars. I'm going to go buy this jewelry. I'm going to store it for you. And then when you're ready to sell it, you let me know, and it's going to be worth so much more money. Well, several of those things were lies. He wasn't taking the money and buying jewelry. The jewelry wasn't appreciating. So when Drew Brees finally said, hey, I think I'm ready to cash in on some of that investment I made with you, there was nothing there. Greed, man. And people will just steal from you. We have so many things walking around this planet that don't want to play by the rules. In fact, they want to just steal, rob, fraud. But that's okay because accountability's coming. I'm not sure where or when. I don't know when. Eventually, it's going to happen. Maybe Sunday.
You're going to go hide in a hole on Sunday, aren't you?
No, not at all. Not at all. I'll be at church on Sunday morning. I ain't going to be worried. I am interested what's going to happen.
Are you thinking about a vasectomy? Urology Center of Iowa offers a no-scalpel procedure that's quick, straightforward, and performed by specialists who do this every single day. Visit iowauro.com and click Schedule Appointment at Urology Center of Iowa. We see you. Tyler Kluver joins us next on the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive.
Game on, keep your edge with Body Armor Sports Drink. Bold flavors, electrolytes, and hydration that goes the distance. Grab Body Armor before the grind, during the game, and after the win. Body Armor Sports Drink. Hydration that's real and better for you. Pick up Body Armor Sports Drink on your next grocery store run or convenience store trip.
With the Iowa Lottery's new Millionaire for Life game, you could win $1 million a year for life. That could make you my dream job is no job, you know. Front row tickets to every show, you know. Hire a personal glam squad for you and your bestie, you know.
Yep, a little further.
Or just to never run out of your favorite pickles, you know. With Millionaire for Life from the Iowa Lottery,
And these.
you can change your life for life. Play today.
Woohoo!
At Willis, we have a simple philosophy. We treat every guest like a guest in our own home. That means a stress-free environment where you can be cared for by our knowledgeable service team or find that perfect vehicle. Like the stylish Sentra, now leasing for $299 a month with zero due signing. Or 0% up to 60 months and 3 years of free maintenance on the luxurious new Murano. At Willis Nissan, we're here to take care of you and your vehicle.
Welcome to Willis Nissan.
Hi, it's Noel. At Fiscus Jewelers, we're honored by the fact that our customers continue to come back on purpose, and that trust means everything to us. For years, we've been privileged to be a part of life's most meaningful moments, and we never take that responsibility lightly. We proudly offer the largest inventory in Ankeny, cutting-edge custom designs, including free CAD drawings, and a team that takes the time to get it right. Thank you for choosing us year after year. Fiscus Jewelers, your jeweler for life.
Hi, I'm Tom, owner of Central City Liquors. Our customers love us because we offer a large selection at an affordable price. And to keep costs low for you, we don't splurge on fancy promotions and expensive equipment. This commercial is being shot on a phone taped to a stick. Anyway, we are proud to announce our new rewards program that allows customers to save more the more they buy. So don't spend more to pay for fancy commercials. Save at Central City, where we know what's important. I told you we should have used duct tape.
Hi, it's Josh Romick at Willis Lexus, and I want to tell you about our Lexus Spring Sales event we have going on, where you can take advantage of $150 off 4 tires or $75 off a set of 2 tires. Give us a call to schedule or visit us online at willislexus.com.
Back like a rash you thought was gone. Travis and Ross aren't contagious, but they are addictive. It's the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive.
When you need a mortgage for your next or new home, Gary Presnell is the mortgage banker with Northwest Bank that you want to call. He's been financing residential homes for 25 years. Offers a variety of first-time buyer loans, conventional new construction loans, and all approvals are done locally by Northwest Bank. He can get you pre-approved in 30 minutes or less. Can happen after hours during the week or on weekends. And he's been the state of Iowa's top-producing mortgage banker the past 8 years. Give Gary Presnell a call at 515-975-6767. Yesterday, we had Brian Duax on from Central City Liquors, and I want to remind, if you guys missed that interview, it was a lot of fun. But starting yesterday through Sunday, there's a Rush Radio special going on at Central City Liquors. A Maker's Mark private barrel, and it's really, really good. Originally marked at $69.99. If you have to walk in and say, hey, I heard about this on the Rush, they're going to give you it for $59.99. Then you can go in at any time during the week. Tell them you listen to the Rush Radio Show. Give them your email address and your phone number, and you're going to be automatically entered to win a drawing. And I think there's a Weller on tap that you're going to get a pretty good price on. Every Thursday we're going to do a drawing. So, yeah.
Had a couple people yesterday that popped in and put their receipts in the box. Got to tell them that you're a Rush listener.
Yes, that's the whole key. Make sure to tell them you're a Rush listener. We know who a Rush listener is. Tyler Kluver's a Rush listener.
Look at this guy.
Hell yeah. Packing protein in here at 7:30 in the morning.
That's a
glazed donut.
He's packing the carbs and the sugar.
I ate my eggs first.
I thought it was like, it's a peanut butter protein ball that I'm choking down here. Glazed donut.
It is functional.
You're not a Krispy Kreme guy, are you?
Dude, fuck yeah, I am.
Oh man, I thought so much better of you.
I don't care what you think of me. Those things
Apparently
are like
Apparently not.
They're crack. My wife said the same. My wife came home the other day.
Are you not a Krispy Kreme guy?
No, they're disgusting.
In what way?
They aren't even like a real donut. They don't even feel like they're fully cooked to me. You bite into it, and it's like, this is gross.
They're soft.
2014 Jacksonville for the Hawk Slayer Bowl. First night we were down there. You get in the vans that they have set up for all the guys to go out for the first few nights to enjoy the area. First place we go, Krispy Kreme. We all got a dozen donuts. I ate like 10 Krispy Kremes. That was the pregame. That was the first thing we did that night. I might have actually just went to Krispy Kreme and came back to the hotel. I don't remember. But yeah, glazed donut. This one's from Casey's.
I've always thought they were disgusting. And then now here you go. So that's actually from Casey's. So it doesn't even come from a Krispy Kreme. So who knows when that donut was actually made. or what they got to put into that glazing to make it stay looking like that while it transports from whatever Krispy Kreme factory processed it to a Krispy Kreme and then back onto a boat to get to another place to get to your Casey's.
You overanalyze this shit. I just go, does it taste good? And it tastes good to me. It doesn't taste good to you. You overanalyze this stuff.
Disgusting.
Man.
If you work it the right way, none of that really matters.
Kluve, that's why you're able to do it. Because I know what you're going to do. In about 20 minutes, you're going to be on your 7,000th push-up, and the Krispy Kreme has you're going to make it scream for mercy.
I watched you on the rower last week. I thought you were like beating that thing up. I'm like, there's not going to be a chain left on that thing.
The rower beats my ass, actually. But yeah, I am going to the gym after this, and I wouldn't be eating the donut if I wasn't. Yeah, that's how it works. I wouldn't recommend. I would never tell my clients.
Dusty is right as usual. Krispy Kreme is gross. Rev
didn't even spell it right.
Rev with an important. Maybe that was intentional. Don't compare food to crack if you've never done freebase or smoked crack rock.
What is freebase?
Well, Tyler.
I'm from Marshalltown, but I ain't that.
Of all things, from that side.
You ain't from
I'm
that
not
side
from
of
that side
Marshalltown.
of Marshalltown.
Right.
Of all things that would offend Reverend Ray, it's don't be comparing that to crack. Don't insult the use of crack.
Yeah. There's plenty of people in Marshalltown who did crack. No, I am not one of them.
It's so funny. Every time somebody mentions God, Ray is like, but you mentioned crack, and he's like, hold on.
If you've never freebased, you don't know what you're talking about.
Point of personal privilege. Excuse me.
God and crack.
Now I'm going to be honest, Tyler. You're the final interview for us this week. We've had some good interviews, so don't disappoint.
It's not an interview.
I know. Here's a guess.
Yeah, we don't interview.
I'm a worthless interview. I probably won't. I won't stand up to any of them. But I can talk about. You know who I do want to interview?
Who?
Dude, if Jamie Pollard wanted to do a podcast, he could have just called me.
He's been on this show,
yeah.
And I'm kind of with you. I saw you put that yesterday, dude. I mean, I don't know if you were watching us. We were just talking about this. It was like, wow.
That was like Twilight Zone. Like, I mean, it felt like he was held hostage or something. Like, the board of regents of the university are behind the camera with a gun, behind the 3 cameras with a gun.
Yeah. Playing the background music, carefully cultivated.
Yeah, like, hey, tell him it's fine. Tell him it's fine.
Yeah.
It was so weird, man. And I don't even care. Like, I don't give a rat's ass about Iowa State or somebody commented on my, because I never post anything about Iowa State. And then somebody commented yesterday, worry about your own team. I was like, okay, I don't care at all. This isn't a my team, your team thing. This is just I live 45 minutes from Ames and it's relevant in our state thing. And this was weird. Weird. Yeah. I did hear you guys talking about it a little bit. It's not a good look.
I mean, we're going to find out some more. We'll let it play out, but it was a weird messaging thing.
I thought Travis's word propaganda was pretty spot on. It was.
There's a lot of propaganda.
I mean, and to some extent, everything is right, but
yes.
But that one really felt like that's all it was. I mean, there was no substance behind it. It's just very, very weird, right? And by the way, could you time it any worse? Audi Crooks 45 minutes before that.
Actually, you know what's funny is that I thought they did that.
That was intentional.
I actually think Audi probably told him last week, "Hey, I'm out of here," and they said,
"They're like, wait."
They said, "Wait, let us." I really believe this.
Tyler, I would say so too. I think that they had.
Well, whoever's making the decisions over there is off the rocker because that's so tone deaf and unreal.
All right, are they? Let me explain. Let me give you. This is the news cycle guy in me saying, no, they actually nailed this.
By the way, I love this about you, Ross, because I listen to the show all the time, and you're always the guy who on the spot has. But actually, let's consider the other side.
I'm sorry.
No, it's
that
great.
No, that's a great part of it.
Here's the truth, Tyler, and I tried to tell people this all the time. It's because I'm so stupid, dude. I'm a DMAC dropout, okay? So it's just that my brain doesn't work as fast as everybody else's, so I got to go, can we slow this down a little bit?
I don't think that's true.
Here's the thing is I think that they did nail it because you then get these two things in one news cycle. And if you had let Audi's news come out, we would have been reacting to Audi today. And then, like, let's say Jamie releases this video tomorrow, then it's like it almost revamps that thing. If you do these in 45-minute segments apart from each other, it's one news cycle. We process it, and then it's Easter weekend, and Monday comes, and there's going to be a news announcement about a big recruit that Bill has landed.
You could be 100% right, and I would agree that in today's world, it's sad that winning or navigating the news cycle is how you win, right?
Yeah, right.
It's always been that way. It's always been that way.
They don't even have a team over there. You guys want to play women's basketball next year? I think we could start. I think the three of us could be starters. Fennelly's looking for somebody, And I'm 5'10", so that doesn't do a lot, but yeah, you might be right, Ross. That's a good point.
I mean, it's something that could have happened there that they might benefit from not having this thing drag out a little bit longer. But man,
but do better in the video then.
That's the thing. To me,
the guy came out and said, "I went to football practice. I don't know any of our fucking players, but hey, it looks like they're doing a good job. Don't worry, everybody's transferring from our university, but that team over on the other side of the state, they won't have their whole team either, no matter that half of them are graduating seniors. Let's not pay attention to that fact, but Kansas State, he pulled another Big 12 team in there too. Like Kansas State doesn't have a team either. Like when you do that, it's such a when you deflect, that's the thing. In a position of power and prestige, like the athletic director of a Division I university, there's some like pettiness and low-level communication skills that you should just be above, right? And the deflection and like this, but this, like it was so rudimentary, and like this should not be coming out of again, just weird.
Don Rickles 6969 or Rickles Don.
Great
6969 says I don't know if Mama named him that. Jamie's video had the same energy that my parents had when they told us we couldn't go on vacation because of the 08 stock market crash.
Same music too. I mean, it was almost like it had the vibe of like a Sarah McLachlan, like "In the Arms of an Angel." Well, for one penny a day, you could help save Iowa State University.
And I think people notice that stuff. The production of it bothered me probably more than the message. And I know the message wasn't great, but you're like, you're way overproducing this stuff.
Yeah. Don't do that. When the production outpaces the
message,
the substance of the message, bad. That's why on the walk-ons we do it the other way.
No production,
zero production.
By the way, the University of Iowa is throwing out propaganda left and right now.
Of course,
the football team. All you see is spring practice and great passes. You see a quarterback making and it's like, oh,
we got a Heisman winner, baby.
That's
everybody
propaganda.
In the chat.
Look at you falling for it.
Everybody in the chat. Jeremy Hecklinski. Just wait on it. Just wait on it, baby.
Propaganda.
Yeah, that's how
he's the ninth straight spring Heisman Trophy candidate we've had.
Yeah. I do think there's something something different about this propaganda, and it's that it has the backing of the teammates and the coaches are actually behind it legitimately. Go back and find how many times KF and their teammates said, "Yeah, Petrus is slinging it all over the place. He's really going to push it downfield." No, the answer's about those Petrus and Deacon Hill and even Cade and to some extent last year. All the answers are, we feel great about him at the top. He's a great leader. He's a great teammate. Yeah, okay. So he's dog shit at quarterback. And that's not to say that so those guys had good qualities. But you look at the answers about, hey, what's it like with Hecklinski? What kind of quarterback is he? And I think Lutmer's like, he's not afraid to take a chance. He's driving it downfield. Gunslinger's the right word. And it's like, okay, the messaging, the narrative there on that propaganda is a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more confident than it has been in the past. So I think there's a chance.
I would say that I never saw the propaganda go so far from reality as we saw with Spencer Petrus, who did have an amazing arm and went and won that went to that Manning camp and was the standout of the Manning camp. And it was like, holy cow, guys, we've got John freaking Elway back there.
Yeah.
You won't believe it. And even reporters would come when we were at the radio and they'd come in, they'd go, guys, you're not going to believe what the coaching staff is raving about this guy. They're telling us behind the scenes that he might be like the third pick in the draft. He's so good. And it was like, what?
I do think Petrus, unfortunately, was I hate to use the word victim, but it might qualify here. The victim of an all-time bad timing of the offensive line, and that scarred him in his first year, to where all of the good qualities that he did have as a quarterback, strong arm, confidence in stepping out there and actually being part of that huddle, tall, like a quarterback body, none of it, he couldn't use any of it. He didn't have legs. He was never going to be a runner. But the stuff that he did have, he was seeing ghosts every time he was out there, because that line in 22 and 23, 21, 22, brutal.
Little PTSD.
A lot of. Yeah.
They're going to have the open practice, I think, on April 25th. Will you go over to that?
Probably not.
Yeah.
Can fans learn anything from those, Tyler?
Probably not.
Okay. I've always felt that way.
I think if you're a little more on the inside of like, you're around a lot of those practices, or you're around a lot of the practices during spring, or you've been a guy who's been a part of those practices, you might be able to catch some little things here and there, the way people are operating. It's never going to be around but it's more about like operational and how people interact with each other. Like, oh, this is who they feel confident about. This is who this position group is looking to. But it's never going to just be from, wow, look at that 15-yard out route that guy ran. And that. You can go to a high school practice at any metro school around here in a couple months in August and see one good play and be like, well, what can we take away from
and that, right? That's another one. I've several years in a row, we come out of spring and there's some wide receiver and they're like, oh my gosh,
yeah,
you guys aren't going to believe how great this guy is. It's like, oh, terrific. What's he going to have? 4 catches all year?
two catches a game for 18 yards.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I don't think
no yards after catch.
Yeah. Coach did give a good quote about the new Tony Diaz kid recruit transfer, whatever you want to call him. Man, he's a man, I think. And said that he's great at catching the ball. Like the dude does not let balls drop. So that's always good. Because when you're not a high profile offense, the passes you do throw, you want to catch those. So hopefully he's taking the lead there in the wide receiver room. But I was not a team. Most teams aren't teams that are going to come out in spring and be like, hey, look at all our tricks.
Yeah.
Look at all the fun stuff that we do and the good guys that we have. It's half the time, if you have any sort of ding at all, like, oh, you hurt your shoulder a little bit. Yeah, you can sit out the spring game.
So, Tyler, do you mow your own yard?
My brother does. This is funny, actually. You guys got
hold on. Point of clarification. your brother mows his own yard, or your brother also mows your yard?
Myself and my two brothers started last year our own lawn mowing business.
I didn't know this.
Yep. Don't know why I would get into a fourth career venture. But yeah, so my youngest brother, in fact, we're literally after the show, after I go to the gym, we're going to the bank to open up the bank business account. Yeah. So
great. Congratulations, by the way. That's very cool.
Not how I expected this conversation to go.
I know exactly where you expected it to go, but I mean, this is the truth. So, so last year, my brother worked for the NAIA for a while down in Kansas City. As like, he started approving like eligibility for NAIA athletes. They would you have to be eligible, blah, blah, blah. He worked his way up to like some other position, and then they cut a bunch of those positions and he got laid off. And he's, back home now in Des Moines trying to figure out what to do last year. And we're like, dude, why don't you just mow lawns? Like, why don't you just start there's lawn and gardening in our, anybody who knows Jerry Kluber, garden guru of Des Moines. We're like, why don't we just do that? Eventually we could do landscaping, right? We know how to do that. So we started a business, and he's the main guy who does that. He's got a couple yards in my neighborhood. So whenever he comes over and does those yards, he just does mine.
See, I know how you could be a unique yard business. I don't know if you've seen the ads. We have a new advertiser on the Rush Radio Show.
You can say the advertiser. I don't.
Iowa Mobotics. And I don't know if you've seen those mowers that they have, but they're like, they're awesome.
It's incredible.
We're gonna have them on next week.
Is it a yard Roomba?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Good way to put it.
But it is. I mean, it looks like a big industrial thing. It's got the tracks and everything. You're like, so you and your brother should buy like 10 of those, set up the points in the yards, and just say, I don't want to do any labor. I'm just going to go turn it on and watch the Roomba do its work.
It is an interesting conversation of like, well, what industries are affected by AI, right? Because obviously AI is part of that technology. And you're like, well, you can always mow yards. And then you're like, well, wait, can you? Like, are the robots going to do that too?
Guys, outside of the pyramids in Egypt, I have probably spent more time thinking about robot mowers in my life. I swear to God. And Travis knows this, Tyler, because I don't have a yard, dude. I have a hill. I have this massive 45-degree angle hill. It's nasty. I used to wear cleats to mow my yard.
Yeah, you'd have to.
So that I didn't slip and slide. I used to joke that my neighbors, when they heard me fire up the lawnmower, would get their popcorn and lawn chairs for entertainment.
I would love to watch that.
It's crazy. And every time I'm mowing I've been in this house now for 20 plus years. Every time I've mowed, I turn that corner and I go, I got to get a robot mower. I got to figure out a way to be able to do this with like a remote control.
Iowa Mobotics. As a matter of fact, when we have him on next week, we'll say, hey, can you just come do a demonstration at Ross's house to see how it does on the hill? It looks like a bulldozer, man. You're like, oh, super cool.
Pretty cool.
It is cool. I wish I would have invented it, honestly.
Hey, this is a fun one. Whoops. David just wrote in and said, I worked with Jerry back in 89 at the Earl May.
There you go. Earl May for a really long time, and then eventually over to Hy-Vee, and now he's retired, but he still works like 5 days a week. It's like, that's not how that works. But that, he's hilarious, man. My grandpa is, he's a unique fellow.
He was a big part of my childhood. I mean it. Listening to him on WHO.
I know. He knows his shit too. Crazy. I don't know.
Got big Easter plans? Because you had Easter in Beatrice last week.
I did. Yep. Dude, when you have kids, it's like the littlest things in life that you realize it's just like, this is what it's all about. I told Grant, our co-host, yesterday on a podcast we did, like, you always see that clip of people, or it's like this inspirational thing. It's like, you wish you knew you were in the good old days when you were in them, right? There's no wondering right now. I'm in them.
That's right. You're in them, dude.
And I'm like, I'm pretty fortunate that like I think about that and I have that perspective often. So I'm happy that I'm not taking this for granted. Yeah. But like this week, since Sunday when we went and did a week early with my wife's family. The amount of Easter egg hunts we've gone on in our house, where my 3-year-old hides the Easter eggs for herself and then goes and acts surprised when she finds the Easter eggs that she hid. Oh, Dad, look, there it is. Yeah, buddy.
Aw, bud. You're
And we've done 50 Easter egg hunts this week.
Good for you, man.
That's awesome.
That's what my week has been like. Yeah. We'll get to see my family and her family tonight and tomorrow for like quick dinners in Marshalltown and Ankeny, and yeah. Easter will be
Tyler,
great.
you know what you do a really good job of, man? Buying in.
Yeah.
You do a really good job of going, all right, that's cool. When you can commit to the bit as much as the kid,
Yeah.
good on you, man.
Yeah. I guess I do a good job of that. Honestly, it doesn't seem like there's another option, or there should be another option.
Yeah, God love it,
And
Tyler.
and I won't say names, but I don't have a lot of friends. I have of the friends I have, I am disappointed in the amount of time that they spend with their family and their kids. And there's a lot of stuff that goes with that. But it hurts me when like young people like me have opportunities to like, dude, my 3-year-old is only 3 once.
Yeah.
And my little boy just turned 10 months on Wednesday.
See,
it would crush me to look back and be like, I didn't do the Easter egg hunts with them when they wanted to hide the eggs in the house.
See, you're smart, because I probably fallen the other way, right? I mean, in that I did not appreciate the time of my kids being kids. I appreciate them now as adults. I probably didn't appreciate them and the experiences as when they were kids. And now you look back at the good old days. It was funny. I woke up this morning thinking about the Easter egg hunts I had in Madrid, Iowa. And this with the cousins, and then the cousins are still around, but my aunt and uncle and my mom, they're gone now. I mean, they're dead. So it's like, I don't get to relive that anymore. I don't get to go to Madrid for Easter. So yeah, I'm glad you are taking in the moment and appreciating that. That's awesome. You're a good dad.
It's tough too, because in today's world, it's like, hey, gotta grind, gotta make money, gotta set up your future. And I'm like, I have always just taken, since the minute I left college, and I battle with this inside of like, am I lazy, or am I actually do I have priorities straight, right? It's a thing of like, I'm going to maximize and solve for time with my family right now. I'll do as little work as I have to hang out with my family right now, to where when they're 15, when my daughter's 15 and thinks I'm an asshole and doesn't want to spend time with me, if I have to go get a different job then because I haven't perfectly set up my life, where I have to change careers or whatever, I can do it then when I have more time and I'm not watching her grow up, right? Or when they're out of the house and they're off to college. I can do it then, because right now I'm not going to miss when they're like, when those kids have pure joy and there's no anxiety in life, and it's just the purest expression of like, this is what it's all about.
Good stuff.
I'm gonna call you soon here, Tyler. Okay, I want to share something with you.
Okay.
And the great thing is, as the older you get, and I'm the old soul here, you start to realize you can't take it with you when you're gone. So setting yourself up for the future really doesn't matter, because
we could all die tomorrow.
Prepare yourself, Tyler. Here's Travis knows this. I've had some unbelievable conversations with my dad the last week.
Really?
And so yeah, and a lot of what you're talking about right here.
All right, folks. Have a great Easter. Tyler, always good checking up with you. It's the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive.
Start spreading the news, 'cause it's time to buy booze, and there's only one place to be. You can see all your friends, the good times never end unless you're just loitering. It's Central City. We can make your dreams come true. No guarantee your dreams will come true. Central City. All this booze is waiting for you. Look at all this booze.
Hi, Noel from Fiscus Jewelers. Thinking about popping the question? Take their breath away with a diamond you can trust. Rare and forever natural diamonds. Thoughtfully selected and pre-screened using advanced technology. If you don't see exactly what you're looking for, we'll custom design it together. Our experienced team is here to help you create something truly meaningful. And let's not forget about the guys. We proudly offer the largest selection of men's wedding bands around. Fiscus Jewelers, your jeweler for life.
What's wrong? I hit a gnarly pothole on the way in. My steering feels off, harsh ride, nasty business.
Hitting the pothole can wreak havoc on your suspension.
Did you know for the month of March, if you bring your vehicle to Willis Cadillac, we'll give you 20% off a tire rotation, balance, and alignment.
What? Yeah, I know, James. We both work here.
We sure do, buddy.
And you can schedule online at williscadillac.com.
I know. What's going on?
Great savings. That's what's going on for me and you.
With the Iowa Lottery's new Millionaire for Life game, you could win $1 million a year for life. That could make you a My Dream Job is No Job millionaire. A front row tickets to every show millionaire. A hire a personal glam squad for you and your bestie millionaire.
Yep, a little further.
Or just to never run out of your favorite pickles millionaire. With Millionaire for Life from the Iowa Lottery, you can change your life for life. Play today.
Keep your edge with Body Armor Sports Drink. Bold flavors, electrolytes, and hydration that goes the distance. Grab Body Armor before the grind, during the game, and after the win. Body Armor Sports Drink. Hydration that's real and better for you. Pick up Body Armor Sports Drink on your next grocery store run or convenience store trip.
Back to the rush. Strong opinions, weak filters, and just enough sense to stay on the air. It's the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive.